Am I in your space?
You are in my
Is
space.
this making you uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
But you gave me cookies earlier, so, you know.
They are cookies with icing in them. And they're
Vegan, yeah. The
Vegan
vegan icing is impressive.
I know.
It goes a long way.
Sticky fingers.
Keep your sticky fingers away from me. Hi, Paul Talkers. You're seeing this on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when I get my act together and edit all this together. As you've already noticed, I'm not here by myself. I am joined by my friend, who is Robbie, also known on Twitter as Fat Girl vs. the World.
And Facebook as Fat Girl vs. World, and I have a very fatgirlvsworld.com URL now, and yeah.
We are here together today because we want to talk to you about the right kind of hugs and the wrong kind of hugs. And I'm concerned about that because of consent culture and pushing that. And Robbie's concerned about that because...
I'm broken.
You're not broken.
I have a bad back, I have a bad neck. Hugs can be dangerous.
Now, the back problems and neck problems don't just affect you, right?
No, it's actually 50% of American workers. So if you have a job and you have someone sitting next to you or standing next to you, one of them has a back injury. That's me. And in your lifetime, about 80% of people will all have back injuries.
So we're going to show you some of the wrong types of hugs and then the right types of hugs. Robbie has come up with a list of hugs. We're going to try to go through them. So what's the first one on the list here?
The first one is the bear hug. So you're going to proceed with the bear hug. Notice I'm kind of squished in here. I can't get out of it. Usually, grr, baby.
I was making a bear sound.
Grr. Okay, the next hug is the Weeble hug, also known as the wiggle hug. So it can be above or below, and then it starts with a this. There's a rocking.
When we were just demonstrating that, I was not pushing her at all. I was letting her back lead that hug so that she would know how much to go.
There's a variation is a twisting hug, and you're twisting this way.
I'm grimacing in sympathy just at the thought of having a back problem and having someone twist me.
The side strangle hug.
Oh, yeah.
I was at a bar with a friend, and this kind of drunk guy started to reach his hand across my neck, onto my shoulder, and shake me.
Oh my God. I'm not even injured and that feels like it's going to be horrible.
The high velocity hug. Or the person starts running towards me. The crack your back hug and the pick you up, go low hug. Guys usually do this. I've met a few girls who respond, if I go to give me a hug and I say I have a bad back, and they're like, oh, let me crack your back for you.
Oh, yeah.
Where they try to give you the hug and then like shake your back out, or they go low, or they do the behind you, oh, let me crack your back, or do it this way. Yeah. They are also usually drunk.
Drunk, yes. Fucking drunk to give them bad hugs.
There are proper ways to hug someone that has a back injury or just any type of injury.
So I would say, can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah. And there's no wiggling. There's a strong, solid frame, and also he let me tell him just how much he could squeeze me by how much I was squeezing him.
If I go to give somebody a hug, her first response to me is, I have a back problem, so, be gentle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her give me signals as to how firmly I should be giving her that hug. So, and that's what I did. When she gave me a hug, I hugged her back as firmly as she was hugging me.
The other way I approve of giving a hug, Robbie approved, is, hi, how you doing? And you lead with a handshake, and if you feel the person pulling you in, I'm going across his shoulders, not his neck.
I understand.
When you hug someone, the idea isn't to add to their injury. It is basically to help relieve them of some of the loneliness and isolation that an injury can have.
So those are the right types of hugs and the wrong types of hugs given to you in very vague example form. And my concern here in this video is again, the idea of pushing consent first. Consent isn't just about sex. Consent is about literally every interaction with other people's boundaries and respecting them and being respectful of them. If you hear someone say, please be gentle, please be careful, I'm not up for a hug right now. If they give you any sort of reason to believe that they are not giving you consent, if they're speaking up and giving you some form of a no, then you need to respect that. And they don't need to explain themselves. Robbie has a really good reason for it. She's got actual physical injuries. But even if she just was perfectly fine, 100% in Superman, Supergirl shape, but she just was like saying, you know, fuck it, I don't feel like having a hug today, she can say that. And you should respect it because she is an actual human being just like you are who has boundaries, and all of her boundaries are valid. This has gone over in much better detail and articulated far better than I could in a blog post by my friend Bridie on DDP, one of my favorite blogs, Disrupting Dinner Parties. I'm going to link that to that in the doobly-doo, actually. I would love to hear from you. Have you had problems where people have come up to you and without your permission invaded your personal space, either through hugging or through kissing if they're in Europe maybe, or being a little creepy? Has it happened to you, and how have you dealt with it, and what are your thoughts on boundaries and consent culture? Do you agree with me? I hope that you do, but if you have a disagreement and you have a good reason for it, please voice it in the comments below. I want to hear about it. And in fact, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, whatever, please leave them in the comments. If nothing else, tell me something that matters to you. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, please like it below. Please subscribe to it. Please share it and tell your friends about it. Thanks again to Robbie for joining me here.
Thank you, everyone. May I give you a hug?
Yeah, please
Okay.
do.
Oh.
And I'll see you later, Paul Talkers. Bye.
Bye. My favorite is yield shaving of the legs.
Oh yeah, I hate it when I have a back injury and I try to shave my legs. It is the worst.
I know, and all those men, they expect it. They do.
Fucking man.